Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this, welcome. You are now going to learn how the body moves and why you are struggling with your golf swing. Stay tuned after this as I will be doing a Zoom membership sale. As you guys like this stuff, like, subscribe, and share. All right, so let's get into it. So I continue to see people turn the body level and their shoulders go level, as you can see that, and they turn, and they've been told to turn, and there is no shift because they've been told to load this quad up. And when you load this quad up, you're literally putting tension all on your body, and you're going to be over on your left hand side. Now this is where it gets tricky, because some people maybe think they're lead leg dominant, and I have had this happen now where this is actually not the case, and it is a byproduct of you actually not ever having a clue correctly moving how the body has to move. So that's what I want to get into. Every single person on the planet walks. So if you practice this, you should be able to compartmentalize this and try and play around with this. My golf swing has my head in the center of my body, and that's the seventh cervical of your spine back here. That's the swing circle center. So the only way to do that is that you have to have your foot move, roll, which moves the knee out, and that pushes the pelvis over. Now when that happens, watch what happens to my spine. So my spine goes down. This lengthens. This shortens. You understand? So when I do this, the shaft's not level, okay? Nor is it like straight down like where the tee is. You guys can see that. Now I'm super tilted, right? So as soon as I make this motion with the foot and my pelvis goes, you can clearly see how this spine stays the same this way. And then when I roll my right foot through, you'll see it's like a hub on a wheel, and you can't tell me, do you see any drastic change? Now, when that happens, my arm is like the spoke on a wheel and my hand is like a blade. So when I do that, look at my arm. My arm is now traveling. If you guys can see this with or without the stick, you can see that my arm goes right up your shoulder line. So do that. Look where my arm is. Hands like that. Now to hit the golf ball, you do not turn first. Okay? When you turn first, you're going to spin your pelvis. Your arm is going to go outside. You're going to slice the golf ball, okay? You can't do that. Now, and I have well-meaning instructors, clueless in my opinion, that are talking about that you're loading up your quad and then you fire and then pull your pelvis back and hold this angle as you go through, right? So, and guess what? I'll be leaving Country Hills in about 6 weeks, 8 weeks, and I'd love to when I go play against some people that teach that. Okay, so watch. When I roll my foot here and I roll my right foot back, my spine, my golf club drops down and my shaft on my toe line. If you get up here and try to turn first, you will shallow, they talk about the club, which is a manipulation, because your golf club wasn't, because their golf club likes to go wide and up, and that's two planes. My shaft stays on the same line the whole way. So as it's here and you do this turning, you're either going to shallow the club this way and then eventually come out, which that means you then have to have more right lateral bend. Holy crap, that's a lot, isn't it? See? So my arm is going and moving because of my feet and legs, and it moves so in sequence. So when I do this, I keep that triangle of my arms, my pattern, my wrist, Everything is in the same. So when I roll my right foot, that golf club stops right here, which is a pendulum, and as it goes through, my right arm now will finish this, and if I did this motion, this would be a left-handed backswing. So what I do over here, I do over here. Again, well-meaning / clueless instructor talks about finishing with the arms like this and both arms extended like this. Okay? So my spine's straight up and down. Okay? Now, my pelvis is back. So that means that if I took my arm away, that's where it would be. That's where it would be on my backswing. It mirrors. No, it doesn't mirror. Look, that's how hands and arms move. That's the elbow angle. Now your hands are parallel on your toe line. You guys understand that? So what I do over here, look where my arm is. See, the joint is just moving because of the spine. So when my spine moves this way, this braking force, the left arm now goes here, and the right arm goes there. And if I reverse my hand, there's the left-handed golf swing that's on plane. Because what you do over here, you do equally over here. That is how you become a really good ball striker. The next part of it is the chin. The chin moves with the xiphoid process right here all the way down to your pubis bone. And the only way that you can keep your head on center this way is to have your spine move by the lower body. That keeps the head on. That keeps the head on, and then through. Even the people that I say, for instance, like swing a bucket or a medicine ball, that's because their arms are collapsing or they're doing crazy stuff with it. So I can still do the same thing, still feel my hands, arms, and chest in front of me, and you can still see that my head is like on a spoke on a wheel as I go through. Okay? So that's a huge thing that I want you guys to practice. If you can't get this when you're in front of a mirror where this shaft stays the same on both ways, then your foot and pelvis is not moving. And I have a ton of videos, 190 plus videos on the compound pivot, so I don't want to go into all of that, but I just wanted you guys to understand that the golf swing is definitely not a turn, because I continue to see it. You turn, your weight's over here, you turn, your weight goes back here, you top the golf ball, you slice it, then they say, okay, now you gotta make sure that you drive and get your head down and turn your body, right? And people that say you turn your body straight back, I want you to understand that may be a feel for them, but that's not even close to right, okay? So if you want this kind of info, here it comes. Tonight at 6 o'clock, this will air shortly, all right? 50% off Zoom golf lessons till Saturday at 6. Not the membership site and not the one-on-one. I got lots of people traveling to come see me. I go travel to see them, all that kind of stuff. And I think my membership site is already at a great price where you guys can basically send me 2 videos a week. I get to look at your golf swing, I tell you what you're doing, and then make a personal video for you. It's probably the best bargain. But if you want to get better quickly and you want me to see what you're doing, then the Zoom lesson is the way to go, because my mantra is what you think you're doing and what you're actually doing are 2 different things. And so I'm going to try to get you in these kinds of movements and positions and things and see where you are in space and make you play some of your best golf. So go to rkswingking.com for that very shortly. As always, everybody have a great day, and God bless you all.